Ian Saville. I'm going to be doing some socialist conjuring tricks for you this evening.
To ask you a few questions about Ian Saville. Yeah. Do you know of Ian Saville? No. You've never seen him perform, or nor heard of him? No. Nor heard of him?
I don't know who he is.
Ian Saville.
No, I must say I haven't, no.
No? No?
Very, very good. Very magical to learn. Very, very good. Very magical to learn. Very, very good. Very magical.
Thank you. As you've heard, my name's Ian Saville. I'm going to be doing some socialist conjuring tricks for you this evening. Now, I know some people in the audience may not be familiar with the genre of socialist conjuring. Some people are far too familiar, but nevertheless, I'm going to start off, for those people who haven't encountered this before, I'm going to start off by doing a trick that I saw a bourgeois magician do many years ago.
Most documentaries about Karl Marx begin here at his tomb in Highgate Cemetery. Marx, the economist, historian, philosopher. His works included the Grundrisse, the Theses on Feuerbach, the Theories of Surplus Value, Capital, Volume 1, Capital, Volume 2, Capital, Volume 3. But now, it is claimed, a new title must be added to the list. The Communist Conjuring Manifesto.
The trick I'm about to do now is probably the most political trick that I do. Probably the most political trick you'll have ever seen. So, on stage anyway.
Ian Saville has claimed that he's found a document which describes Marxism in terms of conjuring, and he's putting that into practice. I shall set out to find Ian Saville and this document.
We have 3 pieces of rope, a long one, a medium-sized one, and a short one, and they each represent a different class in society. Because there are 3 classes in society. Well, there's more than that, but I'm simplifying because this is just 3 pieces of rope. Very small one here, but although this is very small, this class is immensely powerful in our society because it owns the means of production, distribution and exchange. This is the capitalist class or the bourgeoisie.
And so our quest takes us to Plimpton Road, quiet suburban street in Kilburn. Well, I wouldn't really call it suburban, but certainly a street, and certainly Kilburn. Plimpton Road, of course, named after the town in Devon, Plimpton, birthplace of SDP leader David Owen. A place one would think had no connection whatsoever with Karl Marx or conjuring.
One here, somewhat larger, as you can see, an amalgam of several classes. The small shopkeepers, the large landowning peasants. I don't go any further than that because I usually offend someone in the audience. They don't own the means of production, they just earn a certain amount of income, property, a house, a car, time beds.
But this is in fact the place that Ian Saville lives in. We've gone past the house now, so I'll need to walk backwards. This is the house. Stickers and posters on the window warn one of the impending political air that we are about to encounter. Mind the step. There.
This one here, this is the largest of them all, as you can see. This is the working classes. Sorry, somebody got a few in tonight. One anyway. Working classes. A lot of them aren't working at the moment. They're still called the working classes. The proletariat. As you can see, there's a constant state of antagonism. because the middle class is not knowing which side to jump on.
I shall ring the doorbell. It's ringing at the moment. I'll keep it ringing for a little while so that anybody who's in there can hear it, which is the whole point of doorbells.
So a heckle that comes up quite a lot at this point in the act, and I deal with it by anticipating it, by saying to myself, what happens in a revolutionary or pre-revolutionary situation? Somebody usually says that, if I leave it long enough. What happens in a revolutionary or pre-revolutionary? I've never left it long enough. But, well, first of all, things get very confused. As you can see, I'm getting confused, the ropes are getting confused, and no doubt you're also getting confused. And here we are, we have the... This represents society in that state of confusion where it will just take a conscious effort. The ruling class can no longer rule. It will take a conscious effort to change the whole nature of society from one based on profit to one based on human need. Yes, fine. Exactly. In other words. As you'll recognise, this is the point at which the TUC usually goes for arbitration.
So there definitely is somebody moving. Hello? Ah,
Yes.
somebody's
Yes.
coming out. Yes,
What's this? The camera? What are you doing?
I'm looking for Ian Saville.
Ian Saville. Why? What's happening?
We're doing
Ian?
we're doing a documentary.
Ian, there's a documentary for you. Ian?
Yes, tell him it's an independent documentary. We're an independent
You're not-
company.
not the BBC?
Socialist company. No, not the BBC.
None of that. No. No, 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 no.
I'm not the BBC. The cameraman is not the BBC.
Okay, no. He's
Director is
sorry, he's disappeared. He's vanished. We haven't seen him for days, actually. So we think he might...
Sorry, well, but who were you talking to then?
Well, we've got a friend staying at the moment. But if you go down to the Tricycle Theatre, they may know where he is there because he often performs there at the Tricycle. You turn right.
But
down
wait a minute.
Avenue.
Why were you addressing that friend as Ian? Why were you shouting Ian to your
Well,
friend?
his name is also Ian. Ian Fry.
Whose jacket is this? Can I just check on that?
Well, I share this jacket with Ian Saville.
That doesn't happen. We should find. Yes, we have 3 equal classes, 3 equal pieces of rope. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Now those people who applauded in the audience are the reformists. The revolutionary act here. This always flushes them out, you see. So I hope the rest of you are watching, because as the rest of you understand, apart from those people who just hate the act, as the rest of you understand, this is not a satisfactory state of affairs. 3 classes, they may appear equal, but the revolutionary process must continue.
At the theatre, you go down the road, up to Kilburn High Road, turn left, you're there. Okay? Thank you very much. Thank you.
But who were you...
Goodbye, thank you.
Just a minute. So things have taken an unexpected turn. Seems that we'll have to visit the Tricycle Theatre.
The revolutionary process must continue, and indeed it will continue, until we have more confusion, until eventually we shall find we have just one class, or a classless society. Thank you. This is the Tricycle Theatre. I'm now going to attempt to find Ian Saville inside. Okay.